Hello, my name is Gil Popilski. I'm from Israel. I'm a sophomore majoring in computer science, and I'm a grandmaster. This was a game played in World Open, where I shared the first place. My opponent also shared the third place, and he played the Dani opening, bishop f4, that our teammate Dani likes to play. This line is unfortunately played quite a lot today, and that's more or less Black's main response. There's another move here, bishop b5. And the point is to take on c6 at some point and play on the queen side. For example, Black plays a6 here. Something like this, queen a4, putting pressure here. But he chose a more aggressive move. Kamsky plays this a lot, and he had a few old games that went e4, and now Black plays bishop e7 to avoid opening the center. And it's double-edged. Anyway, all these moves are more or less logical.
Okay, question, why h6?
Well, obviously White is going to play e4, and Black's idea after e4 is to go back with the bishop. Black doesn't want to open the center because Black's not ready, so I didn't really know what to do here. I didn't know this position, so I thought it's a useful move. Maybe I should have moved the queen or played with the rook. Anyway, White occupies the e5 square and wants to play f4 and start attacking on the queen side, on the king side, Stonewall style. And this is why I played this move here. And I just want to get the knight to d6 eventually, like White plays against the Stonewall, and occupy some squares. Again, the point is knight d6, of course. Now that's probably the first critical moment in the game, because I played knight d6 here, but I could also take on d4 first, which is important because now White can't really take on f5 because I take on e3, and then I play d4 and regain everything with benefits. So White has to take on d4, and the point is that now White is committed to taking with the e-pawn, which is going to be important soon enough. So possibly knight d6 is an inaccuracy here. Now he played g5, which is very straightforward. h4 was possible, and it's quite tricky here. I was considering this move to put pressure on b2, and also this long line, which is quite hard to evaluate. But he just played g5 here. Well, Black is very well developed here and occupies the center, and I'm threatening to play f6 and open the f line up, so White cannot afford to play slow moves like h4, because it's probably going to be quite sad here. So time is more valuable, so White had to give up the bishop. But now there are many threats, for example g6, or maybe bring the rook over, like in the Sicilian.
Can I play queen h5 on f6? h4, f6, queen h5? White's not plus. Sorry.
I'm just like,
Yeah, just take knight f6.
You want to play g6?
Yeah. Wait, can I play knight d4 first?
Yeah, you can take both probably.
d4? Bishop e4, g6?
Yeah, this probably works, so maybe I have some intermediate move.
One zero.
Hold on. Yeah, I should probably have been more careful here. You mean after queen h5?
Knight f5.
But then even knight g6. But I think black is very sound. Yeah, black is very
Yeah, it
sound
looks very solid
position.
now.
Anyway.
It looks very solid for black. Wait,
It looks
what is with
interesting.
97? No, wait, why not 97 g6? Ah, it's saying
Knight
96.
h6 always. But maybe take here first,
Yeah.
because the knight is very good.
Okay, knight g3 then. Instead of
You mean here?
knight g3. Yes.
Yeah, it might be. Anyway, it has to be good for black. Or maybe I can play some other move here. But
Knight g3, knight e7?
where?
I don't know, he didn't alone, he said he's better.
You mean here, knight e7?
bg3 and queen
Ah, yeah.
Isn't weird.
But black is solid.
Okay, and what if I do this?
Oh, come on.
What?
Maybe you can take an exchange now.
Okay, so
Bishop takes e4, knight c4.
I still like black more here,
Bishop g3.
for example. But actually, I can probably start with another move here. Maybe this is fine too. Take and queen h5?
Take bishop 4 and queen h5. This looks now awful for you. Bishop g3. Okay, but there's like free attack from me, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Please.
Nothing's free in life. Okay, but maybe king takes is bad. Maybe the rook should take. And then the point is that in the same line you can play g6.
If c takes d4, what do you take?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of bishop c6.
Yeah,
d4
that's
and
true.
queen c1.
Anyway, I can even take here and just play this one. I'm absolutely fine, to say the least. Yeah. Anyway, I played this, which looks very logical from human point of view. He took. I was really regretting not taking on d4 before, because if he was committed to e4, he couldn't have done all this because of e3. But yeah, now he took with the c pawn, and of course he would have played differently if I took on d4 before, but it was probably better. I think so. Yeah, now I took here. Well, white's attack is looking quite dangerous here, so I thought I should release some tension. Took here. And of course, I want to do a fork here if he takes on g5. And I have a very good ending here. White's king is quite unsafe. My bishop is better. So he refused to exchange the knight for the bishop. There was a nice line here that of course I didn't see, but I avoided it because it looked very dangerous. White of course can force a draw here, but there's king e2 also. And the point is rook g1, of course. Now I have to avoid it, so check. Yeah, if I take, it's not useful for preventing rook g1. So knight f5. check here. Because if I come with the king, just queen g5. And this weird move wins. White avoids bishop c4 check. The point is to play bishop g3 after bishop c4. Anyway, it's a very weird computer line, but I avoided
So
it.
if you take on c4 after knight d4, does it change anything? I mean, take on c4 and then play knight f5. What's the difference?
I guess it doesn't change much. Anyway, it's really a computer line, so I didn't even bother to look at it too much. I don't think it has any value. Anyway, I wasn't interested in the draw, so that possibility for white was enough to avoid it. I played f6. And now white's knight looks very nice here, but there's no particular huge threat, so this move makes a lot of sense to attack e3 and prevent bishop g3 and rook g3 and rook h3. But I really didn't see how I avoid the draw here. I don't know what, I don't think white is threatening anything too serious, but I don't know how I can avoid the draw. So I just avoided it. I played knight f7 instead. And white could take the exchange, of course, but I thought I have sufficient compensation here. The computer doesn't seem to agree, but I don't think it's too relevant. So he also didn't like it. He went to exchange this great defender. And now I have to give up a queen, more or less by force. And I think here, yeah, here I made a mistake. I have one rook and a piece and one pawn for the queen, and I could have just continued the game with a calm move. I don't see why black should not be better. White's king is so weak and d4 is weak. This pawn is very strong. And instead I forced the game. It's quite weird. Actually, it doesn't make any sense. Probably I could have still done this, but now the bishop is stuck here, so it's not as good. Anyway, now I'm threatening all sorts of cool stuff that I don't even know now. Probably bishop f3 and bishop f2 and push the pawn, but so many pieces are under fire. He could have taken here. I think it was also a draw. And yeah, black easily forces a draw here, but not more than that. He took here. Now he wanted more than a draw. But actually, yeah, a draw could be achieved like this also. And here, white regains this pawn. I was also low on time here, so I no longer minded a draw. But he played the king here, covering this important square. This is why I gave a check here, to get rid of this annoying knight. I could have checked here, and it's another weird drawish line. No, maybe it's not so drawish. I think it's a draw somehow, but I'm not sure.
King h3.
Yeah, and then bishop e3. Looks like a draw. Queen e6.
What, king h7? King h8, king h8.
Check and take on e2.
Yeah. That's true. Now bishop d5. Okay, but black's not better. Yeah, I can play, and of course I cannot do this because I'm losing, unfortunately. Anyway, white can simply repeat, which would have probably happened. So now that I think about it, I don't know who exactly was not interested in the draw and why. Because it seems like we both avoided, yet we allowed it. I don't know. Just having fun, probably. Anyway, this was the game. And this actually gives white the advantage suddenly. Should have played this move. And then this is a draw, of course. Just, I don't know. Some move like this, it's going to be a draw. But I can take here, surprisingly. And now white, of course, cannot take here. Therefore, a move like this will follow, e2. Now this is definitely a draw, no doubts. I don't know, I took here instead. Now there are two moves, and luckily he played the bad one. The losing one, actually. Surprisingly, white is really putting hard pressure here. It's very hard to defend this pawn.
Bishop d5.
Yeah, but
Withdraw. What, bishop h6?
Oh, rook c7.
maybe rook c7. Might be. I'm not sure. Wait, what was it? Bishop d5.
b3.
But still, black is worse. I mean, it's quite possible that you can hold here, but you're down a queen, and there's you're not winning for sure. Because you cannot go away with the rook.
Rook c6 here maybe is good.
Huh?
If you wanted.
Okay, anyway, you cannot go away with the rook. You cannot make big advances. Only white plays for a win here. He played this move, which is simply losing. I think black has 3 ways to win here. I remember I took way too long on this move. I thought maybe 2.5 minutes out of 3, and because I thought it weakens the king, but it's an obvious move, and yeah. Now this move was winning because I'm simply running with the pawn, and white cannot stop it. And also this move was very strong because I want to play rook h8, for example, here, and I'm just mating. So white will probably need to sacrifice the rook here, and it's not over yet, but it's winning for black. Too many pieces, and the pawn on g4. But I played this move, having this idea, of course.
But
And yeah, this was the problem. And the big difference is that compared with the king on f7, white has queen e7 here. And, well, it's quite impossible to win here. I tried several moves, and when I realized I'm going to lose if I continue, I offered a draw. That's more or less it.